So a lot of you guys have made new friends with an actual Navy SEAL, and you buy him beer all the time because you asked him if he ever shot a dragger, and he said, "That's a dive rig. That's not a weapon." Oh, waitress, beer, please. Those are old questions that I posted up a long time ago. What's the color of the helmets in the different phases? Guide me to the bell in the Bud's compound. What's the first obstacle on the oak course? Those phonies have all seen those videos. And when they answer it correctly like that, you start buying them beer. Now, it's time for some updated things, so let the old bosun mate help you out. So when you got a guy claiming to be a Navy SEAL Vietnam vet, you might want to ask him about the bell. Did you ring the bell? Did guys ring the bell? Was there a lot of guys ringing the bell when you were going through training? The bell did not come in existence until 1970. Class 58, Jesse Ventura's class. They were presented a bell by an instructor, Terry Mother Moy, who had this old bell in his backyard, and he presented it to Class 58, and that's where it stayed. Late 1970 with Class 58. Prior to then, when guys wanted to quit SEAL training, they took their green helmet and they beat it on the back door of the training compound, and they quit. And Terry got tired of green paint being smashed all over his door, and he gave him the bell. 1970, Class 58. Prior to that, there was no bell, ever, prior to 1970. Might also want to ask those old guys claiming to be SEALs what they thought about the creature of the Black Lagoon back then. Did it motivate them, inspire them for training when they saw that "so you want to be a frogman"? That creature from the Black Lagoon did not come into existence until Class 63 in 1971. Some of the guys from Class 63 went to a pawn shop in San Diego, saw it there, bought it, and presented it to the Bud's Training Command. That's where that has sat since 1971. Prior to that, there was never anything about any creature from the Black Lagoon. Bud's Class 63, 1971. I'll give you one that's been around for a long time, the SEAL Training Class helmets. Everybody knows it's green for first phase, blue for second phase, and red for third phase. But what are the Bud's helmets that have a white stripe down the center? You'd have to be there to know that. It's for an officer. Officers in Bud's have a solid white stripe that goes from the back of their helmet to the front of their helmet. Petty officers in Bud's have chevrons, one for an E4, two for an E5, and shit like that. What's the difference between the officers' helmets and Bud's? They have a white stripe down the center of it. Ask anyone claiming to have gone through Bud's what cast and recovery is, a.k.a. drop and jerk. Cast and recovery is that old World War II method where you would cast guys over the side of a boat going at high speed from the rubber boats, and then you would swing around and pick them up and jerk them into the boat. Drop and jerk, cast and recovery. Anybody that's done that, that was a hoot. That was the first time that we actually got to do something SEAL-related, Bud's training, and that was after Hell Weeks. And that was memorable. Cast and recovery, drop and jerk. Guys that went through training during the late 70s, 80s until current dove the Dregger, the LAR-5 Dregger. And one of the particulars that you could ask somebody about the LAR-5 Dregger is, what does it mean by going on bag? Going on bag. And in the back of the LAR-5 Dregger was a bag that would add oxygen to and recirculate the oxygen that you're breathing through that. And the term going on bag means you're going to start your dive. You're in the water, you're getting ready to go, you release that, I am on bag now. I'm breathing from this rig, going on bag. Another part of the Dregger is the canister. And the canister is filled with a soda lime in there. And when you breathe into it, it scrubs your CO2, and it's how it just continues to go on. And that substance that we put in there is called soda sorb. Soda sorb. Anybody that's ever drove a Dregger would know what soda sorb is. A very caustic substance. And that's where you get the term caustic cocktail. It's a diving thing. When that CO2 canister gets flooded, that canister full of soda lime gets flooded, you're going to get a caustic cocktail. You're going to inhale that stuff. And it's not good. Your dive is officially over. Another good Draeger-related question is, what is an attack board? Because the Draeger is what we use to attack targets with, shipping, finding our way through the harbor. And you have an attack board right in front of your face. And there is a chem light right on top of the compass that just sheds a little bit of light in there to illuminate the compass. You have a watch and you have a depth, and you are locked in with that thing tied into you, following that attack board to guide you to the target. What is an attack board? That's what it is. A good question for the O course is about the slide for life. The slide for life is a big heavy rope suspended between two telephone poles. You climb up one, get on a platform, grab onto it, pull yourself down, it's god-awful hard, and touch your feet to the telephone pole on the other end, and then you can drop off and continue running the O course. When you break 10 minutes on the obstacle course, when you get that fast, they're going to take you aside and teach you how to go down commando style. That's what is commando style. Commando style is laying on the rope, takes a whole nother can of whoop ass and balance, but you can get down that rope a hell of a lot easier and a hell of a lot faster and continue on. Feet first, and then you get to go head first. Commando style. I'm giving you phonies a run for your money, baby. Today it ends. And finally, since everybody's a sniper today, every SEAL's a sniper, oh, he's a sniper, oh, he's killed a lot of dudes. This works for any branch of the service. Any, not just SEALs. And the first one is, what is dope? Dope is a dope book, and it's data of previous engagements. And most snipers jot down every bit of information they make on any of these shots throughout their time as a sniper, and they can refer back to similar situations in their dope book and dial their sniper rifle in for that. Dope is data of previous engagements. Another sniper question you're going to ask them is, what is MOA? MOA is minutes of angle, and it is 1/60th of a degree. I'm just going to leave it at that. 1/60th of a degree is an MOA, a minute of angle, and every sniper would know the answer to that question real quick, and the dope book. You can ask them what UKD is as far as a sniper. UKD is unknown distance. Pretty simple stuff. Only snipers know that shit. And ask them, when you're at it, ask them what come up is. What's come up? Come up is your elevation. You are coming up, dialing your scope up. Come up. Unknown distance, come up. I really hope this video helps. I hope you go back to that guy that you're buying all those beer from, your new SEAL pet buddy that you should take everywhere in town as a SEAL, and start asking him some of these new questions. And he goes, oh man, oh, what the fuck is that, man? Stop buying beer. Wake up! Wake up!